You ever eat a Reese's peanut butter cup? I mean, a really good Reese's peanut butter cup. They're really good. They're delicious. And if you're allergic to peanut butter, like some kids are, then you're really missing out. I mean, you can't have Reese's peanut butter cups. You can't have peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, which are quite delicious. And the thing we were talking about the other day with the ice cream, we forgot to mention peanut butter ice cream.
Oh, dude, you're right. We totally forgot about peanut butter ice cream. Oh, hell. And you know what else we forgot was the Brickle Rickle. We didn't really cover Chunky Monkey too much, except to compare it to Rocky Road. There's a lot of other ice creams we did not cover. We didn't cover full 31 flavors. Yeah.
Joe, I got a joke for you. Which came first, the chicken or the egg? The rooster came first. Because had the rooster not came, there would be no chicken, there would be no egg. In fact, there would be no rooster. Get it? Oh, man. That was a good one.
Ha 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 ha. You know, that was pretty funny. Not as funny as Joe Biden's golf swing the other day on, I believe it was Comedy Danks. Did they do Wii Sports golf? Or no, they did golfing on GTA. Now, you didn't actually see the golfing part, but you saw them beat the shit out of people with golf clubs, and I thought that was funny.
You know, good old Comedy Danks, do they ever give us a shout out? I forget. But anyways, I want to shout out somebody that I keep forgetting to shout out. And that person is Jeff Zanzibar. Or Zanzibar? I don't know, but shout out to you. You do really good parodies on your show, and I think the name of the actual channel is Parody something.
Tell you what, he can drop a link to his channel in the comments if he... Wait a minute. Jeff Zanzibar, does he have a wrench to my channel?
Joe, you have like 50 million viewers and like 35 million subs. I don't know how many, but you think just some random guy on YouTube out of all those subs has a wrench to your channel? No, he doesn't have a wrench to your channel. I'll drop a link in the comments. How about that?
Well, I'm glad we got that settled. Now, do you want to hear my Curly from the Three Stooges impression? I'll try to do it on here, but I could probably do a better version when I'm not speaking in this microphone, but here it goes. Hemo, hemo, knock, 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 knock.
Joe, you silly galoo. I could do a better Curly impression than that. Check this out.
Hey Mo! Hey Mo! Knock, 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 knock. Oh! Woof, 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 woof. Knock, knock, knock. Woo, 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 woo.
Oh my God, dude. Three Stooges are like a staple of modern comedy. I mean, if it wasn't for the Three Stooges, comedy would have not been as well. It would probably still be as it is, but the theatrical slapstick as we know it, like most of the movies you see, like Airplane and the scary movie parodies and stuff, would just not be the same.
Yes, the Three Stooges, very funny individuals, and I gotta tell you a little background about the Three Stooges is They didn't get paid very much money, okay? You're working on your ordinary. There's so much upside to today's been real. That might be a few boxes, bro. Twisted out here ad playing while I was trying to talk. The fuck? Anyway, most of the money that they got. Excuse me, I don't know why a goddamn ad played while I was talking, but most of the money that they got was either spent on gambling. Larry loved to gamble, or the producers and directors, Jules White, Jules Verne, the fuck am I talking about? Jules White got a lot of percentage, and then the head of Columbia, got all the rest of it.
I remember watching a movie that Mel Gibson directed, which was about the life of the Three Stooges. And I did see that where they got all their money, including the residuals and whatever else they were doing at the time. But did you know that the Three Stooges started out as like Four Stooges? It was called, oh, fuck, what is his name? Why do I not remember right now? Oh,
Ted Hilly.
Yes, that's right. It was Ted Hilly and his Three Stooges. That started off with Ted Hilly, Moe, Larry Fine, and Shep. And Shep left the group because Moe wanted them to grow up on their own. And what happened was Ted Hilly got so mad that he threatened to bomb the theater that they were going to be playing at. And so Shep got scared and ran away.
Oh, yeah, that reminds me. I forgot to ask you, how's your pork chop and chicken diet going?
Well, I tell you, it seems to be doing well. I feel better. I have more energy. My bowel movements aren't as hard or big. The only thing is the gas. Oh my goodness. The farts are so stinky. It's like those rotten egg farts. You know what I'm talking about? But other than that, I mean, dude, this diet is really treating me well. I mean, before when I was eating beef, I had some pretty smelly farts too. But at the same time, I felt kind of sluggish. You know, if I eat like a great big steak and some baked potatoes and stuff, I felt really sluggish. I didn't have as much energy. My workouts weren't as good. But the chicken and pork chops, people underestimate the amount of protein you can get from chicken and pork chops. I'll tell you what.
Oh my God, I would tell you, I used to be a steak connoisseur. Like, I would eat filet mignon at least twice a week, if not more. But, you know, the filet mignon and the steak, and even would eat venison. Venison is really good for you, Joe. You know this, you eat moose and stuff like that. So it's low in cholesterol, gives you lots of energy, and if cooked right, it could be the most awesome meat in the world. It does give you stinkier farts, though. It does. I mean, even stinkier than beef farts, but venison is good meat. Now it depends on, whether you hunted it yourself or someone else did it. I don't know. But, yeah, so venison gets A+ in my book. You know, Joe, as we get older, we gotta deal with bullshit our whole lives. We do. We truly do. But the bullshit that I find the most bullshitty is when people leave their shopping carts in the middle of a fucking parking stall. Like, what is that? Are you too fucking lazy to push your shopping cart all the way across the lot just to put it up? Stupid fucks.
Well, I feel as though the bullshit is that they don't have handicapped shopping cart spaces for people. Like, If you're handicapped and you're old, I understand you not wanting to push the shopping cart like, I don't know, 10 feet away. Isn't that where most of those things are anyway? But you can't be piling up the fire hydrants with these things, because, I mean, like, you know, what if there's a fire? Seriously?
Well, what they should do is make a bunch of old people push them all the way up to the concrete. I don't mean like walk all the way up there. Just shove it and see how far it goes. Now, me personally, I drive around the parking lot while pushing a shopping cart because I can't walk too good or too well, whatever people say. And I got my window down and I pushed the shopping cart around the around the parking lot. And one time there's this one guy who walked up to me and said, "Hey, mister, you want me to help you with that?" I said, "Sure, thank you very much." He took my shopping cart into the store with him. God bless his heart. Anyway, so what the fuck are we going to talk about now? I mean, we're going to talk about my whatchamadoodle?
But yes, what the fuck is a whatchamadoodle? Because if your whatchamadoodle is a whatchamacallit, then ain't nobody want to see your whatchamadoodle. So you talk about your whatchamadoodle with that dingamajig and your whatchamacallit. Because I'm getting sick and tired of it. Ain't nobody trying to hear that. Ain't nobody trying to hear that. I guess we talk about Mr. Potato Head. Like, how weird is it that in the 1950s, a little known company known Hasbro decided that they would take a cucumber, I think it was, or maybe it was a carrot, I don't remember, a beet or something, and carve a face on it and carve little holes in there so you could put eyes and a nose and a mouth on this cucumber. Was it a cucumber? Let me see a picture of that. Bring that up real quick. I'm asking my producer to bring up a picture of it. Are you joking with me right now, bro? Oh, dude. This thing looks like a real cucumber. It looks like what they do there. They took like a real cucumber. Is that a real cucumber, dog? Holy shit. Anyway, whatever the fuck this thing is, they took it and put a face on it. Check this out, dude. It looks like a Mexican cucumber. It's got the stereotypical mustache and the hat, the sombrero, you know? You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of jalapeno on a stick. You know that Jeff Dunham puppet? That's what this thing looks like. Oh, wow, dude. That is wild. That is so wild. But anyway, this was the beginnings of the concept for Mr. Potato Head. Mr. Potato Head. Oh, wow, look at that. Oh, that looks like a racist caricature. Look how red those lips are. That's just, yeah, that's not right. So Mr. Potato Head was born out of this weird-ass vegetable toy concept, at which Hasbro, that was their launching point. I mean, they just imagine the most recognized name in all toy history, Hasbro, by something as simple as a toy potato. This was some guy who started making faces on his potato. He was essentially playing with his food, I guess maybe for his son's amusement or whatever, and they were too poor to afford like actual toys like dolls and shit. So he started making faces on his potatoes and giving them to his kids to play with, and then next thing you know, boom, a toy empire was born. Now, what kind of toys did you used to play with when you were a kid? Because I remember I had G.I. Joes and Slinky and Legos, of course, and Lincoln Logs. And of course, I remember playing the Atari 2600 several times, but you're way older than me, so.
Well, I mean, I had G.I. Joes. They were the 12-inch Joes, not the 3/4-inch Joes like you have now, or you had when you were a kid. I also had a Slinky. I had Etch and Sketch. I had a Mr. Potato Head, of course. Everybody, has a Mr. Potato Head. I had Hungry Hippos. That is more of a game than a toy. I had a few Conan the Barbarian action figures.
That's nothing. One time, and I shit you not, dude, James Brolin, he's a Brolin. Bro, what's your name? James? James what? James Brolin? He's in Dude Land. But anyway, he got up on stage, ripped off the top layer of his shirt and sang, Nacho, Nacho Man. I want to be a Nacho Man. Nacho, Nacho Man. And then he took someone's pretzel from the audience and dipped it in nacho sauce. And not only that, but he took a bite. I was like, dude, gross. You don't know where that other person's mouth has been. It might have been sucking a dirty cock. Who knows?
You're so right, Mr. Rogan. You never know. Dirty mouth might have been licking on a dirty butthole. What's funny about the word butthole is it's so much nicer to say than the word asshole. Asshole is such a dirty word. It leaves a bad taste in people's mouths when you say it, So I like to say butthole just to be a little nicer. It just has a nicer tone to it.
You're right. I never thought of it before, but gosh damn it, the word asshole does leave a bad taste in my mouth. The word butthole does sound a little nicer. Sounds like, if you said it to someone who was acting like a jackass, they wouldn't get so offended. Like, man, you are really being a butthole tonight. You know that? They'd be like, I know, I'm sorry. Puff. Whereas if you were to say you're being a real asshole, they'd be like, what the fuck did you just say to me, motherfucker? And then, next thing you know, a fight would break out and it would be horrible for everyone involved. But anyway, I'm getting tired. What do you say we end this here podcast for now? And show the Hurleys and drink a few beers until we pass out and then do a couple 8-balls. I mean, I'm up for it if you are. And I do hear that Denny's is having the all-you-can-eat Chili Mac special. I'm totally down with that, dude. I mean, totally. But until then, why don't you go ahead and play us out as you always do, Mr. President?
All I like is the all-you-can-eat pancake breakfast at Denny's, which you can have breakfast any time. So when they had that special going on, well, brother, I was doing it morning, afternoon, and night. Hello, everybody. John Madden here, and I'm dead. But as part of my punishment for some of my sins, I'm burning in hell. And I have to do advertisements with my voice on them. Advertisements with my voice on them until the end of time. And not only that, but I gotta still do voiceovers for that goddamn Madden series. And I'm getting pretty sick and tired of that, folks. But anyway, I just wanted to say that Ace is the place for your helpful hardware store. And also, don't forget to eat at Joe's. Joe's at downtown 2711th Street. place to eat.
What in the gosh damn hell is John Ass Madam doing in here? I mean, come on. What? You gonna answer me or not?
I don't know, but I'm gonna leave my studio because that is some pretty spooky ass shit. John Ass Madam come back from the... John Ass Madam. You made me say that. John Madden coming back from the dead. And I've been looking behind me and shadows have been creeping up on me all night. All I know is it's time to go to bed, so please play us out, Donald.
I know what you mean by getting creeped up by shadows because I have this kitchen that's just off to the left of my awesome man cave. Well, now I'm divorced, so I don't need a man cave, but I'll be laying on my couch with my head facing east, and my kitchen doorway is right there, and I just have these weird, creepy feelings that something is standing over me, watching me while I'm watching TV.
Yeah, I try to get up and get out the door before the shadows even grab me. But what's even worse is when you're asleep, but you're awake, and then you look into the mirror, and some withered old hag is trying to reach out and grab you. I had this happen to me when I was a little kid, and dude, it is spooky as fuck. I still have PTSD to this day. But hey, you know, we've been talking for like, I don't know, 20 minutes or something like that. Almost half an hour. What the fuck, dude? Oh, I got a creak in my neck. So anyway, we're about to go. So I want to thank all my guests for being here. And I want to especially thank you, Mr. President, for being on the show. And I'd like to give a shout out to Jeff Zanzibar and the Comedy Danks and President's Play channel and also President's Universe channel. Those two are not mutually exclusive. However, I will now throw it back to you, Mr. President, to do a final shout out and close the show. But I would just like to say, thanks for watching, everybody, and take it away, Donald.
Well, okay. Thank you, Joe, and thanks everyone for watching this video. And please, please, don't forget to leave your comments and give it a thumbs up if you like the content. And if you do like the content, then don't forget to subscribe to the Hebrew channel for more awesome Donald Trump shit. And until next time, this is Donald J. Trump saying, God bless America, good night, everyone, and we'll see you next time. Do. God, I love that part.
The show sure has gone downhill since those other guys have disappeared. Well, I'm gonna change all that because I'm an actual former president. Fire up the DeLorean, Doc. I'm coming next week. Oh, you better believe it, brother.
Great Scott, here we go again.
That's all, folks.